20-6 also. Plentywood.
At a defensive end, number 11, 5'11", 176, a junior, Joe Pluhar.
Because of lightning, and Weibo, defending state champions over 50,
number 24,
42-22.
Excuse me, number 35, Skyler, 5'8", 147, a junior, Isaiah Helm. And a linebacker, number 82, 5'8", 143, a junior, Ryan Murnion. At the nose guard, 6'1", 180, a junior, number 88, Kenny McCurlick. The Mustangs are coached by Bob Stevenson, assisted by Jason Bollinger. For the Spartans. Offensively. Go with number 52, the nose guard, 6'2", 315, a senior, Chris Ross. And a guard, number 50, 6', 188, a senior, Tyrell Wilson. Number 25, a guard, 5'8", 155, a junior, Kyle Nelson.
Kevin, who won the
At the offensive end, 6', 175, a junior, Justin Hansen. The other end, 5'11", 163, a senior, Seth Erickson. At the fullback, number 12, 5'10", 175, a senior, Eric Hadenhorst. The tailback, number 24, 5'8", 162, a senior, Jude Shabbat. And the quarterback, 6', 186, a senior, Zach Audette. Spartans are coached by John Baker, assisted by Sean Cromwell, Morgan Oy, and Jason Wolf.
As the Spartans will kick off.
We've got some new uniforms, I see.
Yes, it is. As Shabbat lowers the leg and the ball is in the air, and it drops about the 10-yard line, rolls back into the end zone. So the Spartans field. And Smotherman will bring him out, ends in tight in the I formation. Smotherman, handoff, second man through, fumble, ball on the ground, and it looks like the Mustangs
recover.
Will recover it.
Zach Clayton quickly on top of that one to cover it up.
Breaks the huddle. Both ends in tight for the Mustangs. Smotherman calls the orders, handoff, second man through, and he is wrapped up in there by, looks like Chris Ross. Mr. Ross says you're not going nowhere.
Pluhar.
You were right. And Smotherman will bring him out in the I formation. The pitch back to Pluhar. Pluhar on the right side to the sweep, and looks like he
Pluhar with the carry.
With about a no gain, so that'll make it about 4th and 11.
Clock keeps running.
For the Mustangs. They'll send in the
Ruben Osmond back to
sensitive, you know.
For
I know.
Jordan.
The low snap, and darn near blocked in there by Wilson, and they let it roll, and it's touched by one of the Spartans. Looks like his foot hit it, didn't know, and the Mustangs recover. So Mustangs will get a break there as they move the ball up to the 35-yard line and recover it. 10:35 left to go in the first quarter. Smotherman behind the center in the end around, and he is back up and for a big loss.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Tyrell Wilson and Zach Adet. If the flag is on.
Rivers with the carry.
And we'll wait. The end's in tight. The I formation. Smotherman behind the center. And the handoff, no fakes a handoff, back to pass. As Smotherman, lots of time, lost one in the air. And the ball intercepted.
Zach Audette with the interception.
Zach Audette with the
Back
interception.
on the 25-yard line, call it 27 of the Spartans.
Senior center as he leads him out of the pack, and now we're ready to go as Audette barks the signals, tosses the second man through that Shabbat, little running room, takes it outside and all along the sideline, and And he's going to go all the way.
Jude Shabbat, gonna go all the way.
Are you?
A
Touchdown, Spartans.
Is it raining?
Woo!
40,
Where you at?
35 yard, make it 37-yard run
I'll be up in 2
for a
hours.
touchdown. So
Keep the clock
I'm
running.
announcing. Yeah, no, I'm announcing.
get the handoff
Murphy,
to
stop
Jude
that.
Shabbat,
Yeah, I gotta go.
second man, nothing at the 10:03 mark.
Doesn't start on
In
that
the
conversion.
first quarter. And the 2-point
Shabbat with the conversion.
And it looks like Shabbat to run that one in himself again. So Shabbat with 8 points.
And back at Plainsman Field as we're ready to kick off. Kicks in the air and fielded. Number 6.
Chris Rivers with the return.
Chris Rivers. He'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
He's wrapped up in the backfield by Justin Hansen. Nice tackle off the legs.
So quickly, the fullback. Joe Pluhar, the tailback. And the snap is handed off to Fitch, and he is stacked up for a big loss. As in on the tackle for the Spartans is Wilson, Hadenhorst, Shabbat, and looked like Kyle Nelson.
Fitch just
Ed Norris, Shabbat, and Nelson on the stop.
Center McCurlick,
Fitch the ball carrier.
6'1", 180-pound.
Smotherman. Over center. Tailback Pluhar. And the handoff is to Pluhar, and he is wrapped up in the back by Ross, and it looks like
Pluhar with the
25,
carry.
Kyle Nelson.
Ross and Nelson on the stop with help from
Mustangs
Shabbat.
having trouble getting through the defensive line of the Spartans, and another 3-yard loss. Looks like third and about 6. A big nose guard Ross. The ends Nelson and Wilson, and
Oops.
looks like
Someone
Multiple
forgot
flags.
so. We'll back her up some more. As Smotherman over center. A snap, he'll back to pass as he's in the end zone, fires one out to his end, in and out of his hands, and out of bounds right there.
Jude Shabbat, nice
Pass
coverage
intended
out
for
there.
Zach
Hit
Clayton.
Right as the ball
Jude Shabbat
came
with the
into his
coverage.
hands and somehow managed to launch it out. Incomplete pass.
Nothing your score, Spartans on top.
Audette standing back to receive the punt.
Back to punt for the Mustangs, Rulon Osmond.
I think it's a fake.
And the snap and the kick is a squib, and that'll roll out of bounds about the 35-yard line for the Spartans. So good field
Spartans will
position once
scrimmage at
again
about the
for the
34-yard
Spartans.
line.
They'll bring out the offensive unit.
Audette over to the sideline to catch the play from the coach now.
And Chris Ross, the center, as Adet over center takes a snap, pitch out to Shabbat. Shabbat on the sweep on the left side, and looks like he lost his footing.
Shabbat with the
after
carry.
making a gain in the yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Spartans.
Ground's probably still
For the holes. In a hurry, as Adet leads them out. And they give off to Shabbat. Shabbat up the middle for, call it 3
Shabbat
yards.
with the carry.
As Shabbat quick on his feet.
Bollinger and Osmond on the stop.
That'll make it 3rd and 4 now for the Spartans.
It's wrapped up in there by Brian Osmond along with DJ Bollinger.
Spartans break the huddle. Hands in tight. In the I formation, Hadenhorst and Shabbat. Adet picks the handoff. No, he does give it off to Hadenhorst, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe losing a yard.
Hadenhorst with
on
the carry.
It was taken down by Kenny McCurlick.
Stopped by McCurlick and Bollinger.
So that'll make it 4th down and call it 6 to go. And tight. Adet over center. And takes the handoff. No, he gives off to Shabbat. Shabbat with the fumble picks it up for a gain. And looks like they'll get the 1st down out of it.
It's the 1st down by about a couple of yards.
Scared me.
Kind of an ugly 1st down for the Spartans. As
illegal forward
Juggling
pass.
down the sideline. Shabbat finally regained control.
corrected is and Shabbat. Wide left. Wide right will be Erickson. And the handoff straight up the middle to Hadenhorst. Hadenhorst to the left-hand side and will touch
Hadenhorst to the Gary, touchdown Spartans. Flag on the play.
A couple bullets there over
Flag
the
on the
side.
play.
A couple of guys had him by the feet, and he just kept on tugging along and dove in the end zone for the second touchdown of the game for the Spartans at the
Flags.
6:05 mark.
Flags.
And
There's
there's
a flag on the play.
a couple flags out there. They'll send it back. Holding on one of the Spartans. The officials talking to the defensive captain for the Jordan Mustangs. A great run by
Holding call.
Hadenhorst. Finally making it to the end zone, but they'll call it is Erickson, wide left, Shabbat. And Audette looks to fire one in the air. He does, and through the hands of Erickson. Kind of
Pass
behind
intended.
Erickson.
Didn't quite lead him enough.
For Erickson,
So
incomplete.
that'll make it 2nd and 15. Checking in with the play for the Spartans is number 20. Looks like Johnson fakes a handoff, and the quarterback sweep to the right side, and Audette will go in there for the
Zach
touchdown.
Audette with the carry for the touchdown.
By Jude Shabbat. He sits the Mustang down next to the sideline, and Spartans get on the board once again, 14-0, as Zach Audette
Pardon me?
runs it in from the 30-yard line for a touchdown. And now we'll go for the 2-point conversion. In the past, Spartans not very successful with their 2-point conversions, and
Jude Shabbat
will take
with the conversion.
The pitch and run it down.
5:37 remaining first quarter. The Spartans 16, Mustangs nothing.
We'll lead this one here in the first quarter at 5:37 mark. 16-0 the score on the St. George NCI scoreboard. We'll be back.
Said Mustangs.
You probably know better than I would.
What a horoscope.
And back at Plainsman Field, where the Spartans are set to kick off. Looks like Shabbat. He'll put the leg to her,
I
and
think that's Seth Nelson.
Seth Nelson, and the flag
Flag on the play.
on the kick. One of the Spartans crossing the line too early, it looks like. They'll back him up 5 yards, and do her again. Spartans lineup back to receive is Chris Rivers for the Mustangs, and Nelson with the kick. Kick is in the air and looks like taken by Pluhar. Pluhar up the middle, has some running room, and finally gang tackled by 5 Spartans,
Pluhar with the return.
getting up to about the 37-yard line.
Brought down by Erickson, Selvig, and some friends.
So the Spartan defense will come out. Smotherman, the quarterback, over center in the I formation. Pluhar and Fitch, the backs, and the handoff. First man through is Fitch, and he'll gain about 2 yards on the play. He is stopped in there by Kyle
Fitch for the carry.
Nelson. That ain't Kyle Nelson. That's Nathan Anderson.
Nathan Anderson on the initial stop.
So 2nd and 6 to the Spartans. We had 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Pluhar over center, gives off to the tailback, and he'll gain 3 more yards on the carry for the Mustangs. That's Joe Pluhar.
It's taken down by
Pluhar with the carry.
Anderson along with Adenhorst and Shabbat.
Anderson and Hadenhorst along with Shabbat on the stop.
And 4:22 and counting here in the first quarter.
Smotherman hands off to Pluhar. Pluhar will get about 4 on the carry. Call it 5.
Pluhar
and
with the first down.
for the Mustangs.
Shabbat and Audette on the stop.
So the Mustangs starting to march the ball here now on the Spartan defense.
Now Chris Rouse going to come in on the defensive side for 25. That would be.
At one end.
Not sure who the other one is.
And the handoff to Smotherman. And he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage as he pitched back to one of the Smotherman. to Kluhar, and it looks like a timeout is called by the Mustangs. So
33.
here's Scobey as Mustangs break the huddle. Smotherman over center, and
Sorry.
he'll hand off to Smotherman to Kluhar. He'll
Pluhar with the carry.
Pitched it back to Smotherman and then Smotherman handed it off to, not sure, I think it was Osmond maybe?
they got him number 33.
Smotherman's going to
McClure.
guarantee his mother will get excited.
Over center is Smotherman. Smotherman. He'll drop back to pass, and he's going to scramble, gets away, and a saving tackle
with
by
the
Ross.
Scramble.
Just about
Chris Ross gets a hand
reached out
in.
a hand and just pinched part of his jersey to pull him down.
A gain of about 3 yards, and a flag on the play.
Blocking
It's a
from the
flag.
back.
Legal block in the back. Called on the Mustang.
Go back 10 yards.
Yay!
On the spot of the foul. So now Jordan will scramble from their own 30 behind and run to the ball. And Smotherman up over center. Takes the hike and the pitch back to
Pluhar with the carry.
Kluhar, and he'll gain a couple on the play, give him 5. So Kluhar makes up some ground that was lost on that
Dropped down by Hadnorst
walking from the back call, and now it's 4th and about 15.
and Seth Erickson.
Well, closer to 20, I guess.
Hate the way they do these numbers.
Osmond.
Dead back to receive on his own 10-yard line.
The snap kick is a high kick, and Audette
Down.
tries to grab it out of the air. And
Spartans will
knee down,
scrimmage
so
from about the
it's
11-yard
Spartans.
line.
Once again, looked like he slipped out there.
Grass might still be a little wet. Spartans on the 12-yard.
A little.
Audette over center.
Showing blitz.
And the handoff to
Oh,
Shabbat.
what tackle is that? They wrapped him around the neck.
Shabbat
And
with the carry.
Shabbat is corralled
Brought down by Tim Gibbs.
on about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 for the Spartans. So 2nd and 6 now. They'll bring him out of the huddle. That marks out the signals, and he'll be back to pass. Lost one in the air to Hansen, and Hansen makes the grab and way out.
Pass complete. Adet to Justin Hansen for a Spartan first down.
Mustangs. So they'll move the chains.
Horrible defense.
Hansen was ahead of the Spartans will break the huddle. As Adet takes the snap, hand off to Hattenhorst. Hattenhorst cuts it back and
Hattenhorst with a
brought
carry.
down after a gain of about 3 yards.
Brought down by Tim Gibbs.
2nd and 7 now for the Spartans. It's just under a minute left to go. 6 hands in tight for the Spartans. In the I formation, Hattenhorst and Shabbat. And they hand off Shabbat up the middle and gains about
Jude
2 on
Shabbat with the
play.
carry.
Looks like the defense made some changes.
Brought down by Ryan
On the
Murnion.
Mustang side, they're playing really close to the line of scrimmage, pulling those linebackers up pretty close. Want to stop that running game that Scobey's got going for him.
Spartans break the huddle with looks like will be the last play of the first quarter. As Adet takes the snap, takes the handoff, and around the side is Adet, and
Adet with a carry, flag on the play.
Looks like Adet slipped again on the play,
What's the deal here?
and holding's the call on the
Holding
Uh,
against the Spartans.
So that'll back him up. Five yards.
I think it's 10.
And back at Plainfield Field. There Adet over center, 7 ticks left to go. Back to pass. Adet fires one out to Erickson, makes the grab and steps out of bounds.
Pass complete.
Out of bounds in
Adet
time.
to Erickson
Got it
for the
down
first
to
down.
the 20-yard line and a first down with,
Nothing left.
I don't know what number that is. A couple lights out on the scoreboard.
It's done.
2 seconds left, it looks like.
No, it's done.
0.
And that's 0, I guess.
Oh, okay.
After the
At the end of the first quarter.
on
Spartans
the
16, the Mustangs nothing.
cellular NCI scoreboard. That's over center, hands in tight, and the handoff to Haddonhorse, and he'll
Dive right down the middle for about a yard.
Haddonhorst with the carry.
Not much running room there.
So we'll call it second and 9
Brilliant
for
with
the
the
Spartans.
stop.
Andrew, we'll check in with the play. Once again, the ends in tight for the Spartans in the I formation. Audette will fake the handoff and will pass it out to Erickson.
catch.
Erickson tipped off and knocked out of bounds on about the
Pass complete
3-yard
from
line.
Audette to Seth Erickson.
So Audette to Erickson for the first down. A 16-yard pass and run. Erickson gets out of bounds. The 4-yard line.
Audette with the pitch back to Shabbat, and Shabbat will walk into the end zone.
Shabbat with the touchdown.
Caught him off guard.
So at the 11:20 mark, Jude Shabbat with the 4-yard run.
And once again, 2-point conversion. As Chauncey Handren will check in on the Spartan side.
Spartans are 2 for 2 now on the 2-point conversions.
Handren wide left and Shabbat wide right. Pitch goes to Haddonhorst, and Haddonhorst runs it up the gut
Eric Haddonhorst
on the right
with
side.
the 2-point conversion.
Gets it in there. for
11:20
another
remaining,
successful
second quarter.
two-point
Spartans
conversion,
24.
and Spartans
The Mustangs
go
nothing.
ahead on the Sagebrush NCI scoreboard. Scored 24-0 at the 11:20 mark.
And the Spartans had to kick it off as Nelson puts
That was
the.
Shabbat this time.
Well, they keep switching on me.
Well,
And taken back there by Rivers. Rivers with some running room gets up to about the 30-yard line. Tripped up there by Shabbat.
Chris Rivers with the return.
So pretty
Jude
good field
Shabbat
position now
with
for
the
the
tackle.
Mustangs.
Motherman, the quarterback for Jordan, just a sophomore. Listed at 5'9" and 156 pounds.
Smotherman takes the snap, back to pass. He's looking, now ball comes loose, and looks like the Spartans.
Good job by Tyrell Wilson, I believe.
Fumble on the play.
Nathan
That's
Anderson.
Nathan Anderson. Nathan Anderson, a nice heads-up play.
Nathan
Saw him
Anderson
lose
with the
ball,
recovery.
got off his defender and dove on the ball to cover it. So Spartan ball on their Jordan's 25-yard line.
Audette over center. Haddonhorse and Shabbat in the backfield. As the handoff to Shabbat, and he will go down for about a 2-yard loss. Looked like
Shabbat with the carry. Osmond on the stop.
That's where those tearaway jerseys come in handy. By the top of the jersey.
5'8", 162-pound senior.
Let's see, he's got a little bit of size on him.
Audette with the handoff to Shabbat, straight up the middle, and getting back to what looks like the
Shabbat with the
line
carry.
of scrimmage. So we'll call it 3rd down
Smotherman and
9
Puhar on the stop.
for the Spartans on the 24-yard line. 24 is Audette. Audette fires one out to Hansen, and Hansen will go in there for the touchdown.
Nice scramble
Pass
there by
complete.
Zach Audette. Had 2 defenders on him.
Audette to Hansen for the
Close to
touchdown.
sideline and had to struggle to get the pass off. And nice read there. Saw Hansen wide open downfield. Well, now Spartans now will go for the 2-point conversion as Audette up over the center barks out the signals, and the toss goes to Shabbat in the backfield. And he's going to be wrapped
More like
up
our
and
conversion team.
manhandled in there by Osmond.
Conversion attempt unsuccessful. 9:54 remaining, second quarter. The Spartans 30, Mustangs
2-point
nothing.
conversion. So the score on this Sagebrush NCI scoreboard stands at 30-0. We'll be back with more action from Plainsman Field. So you're listening to Spartan Football on KCGM in Scobey.
For as
David Labrad, bunch of substitutions. David Labrad in there, J.R. Maldonado, Jude Shabbat doing the kicking. Didn't pick up the other substitutions, but it looks like, well, number 3, Corey Graff in there on the tackle.
bringing it out to about the 29-yard line was Kyle Fitch.
Fitch with the return. Selvig on the tackle.
And the Spartans. Wilson and Nelson the ends. As Smotherman over center. back in motion, and the handoff to the fullback. He will make about 2 yards on the carry. That was Fitch,
Kyle
156
Fitch
pound
with
junior.
carry.
So 2nd and 7
Heading towards Nelson on the
for the
stop.
Mustangs.
And Nelson.
Mustangs break the huddle. Smotherman over center as the back's in the I formation. Takes the snap. Smotherman pitches it back to Pluhar. Pluhar gets around to the left side.
Chauncey
And,
Andrew.
Pluhar with the carry.
and looks like Tyrell Wilson
Chauncey Hendren.
will stop him
Tyrell Wilson on the stop.
for about a 3-yard loss. Call it 3rd and 13, and the Mustangs want a timeout. So your
Well, I
score
shouldn't think so.
on the Sagebrush NCI scoreboard: the Spartans 30, Mustangs nothing. Listen to Spartan football on KCGM and Scobey.
Michael Fogel was in there, but then could have entered the huddle again.
Smotherman over center, and looks like the bobble the snap, gets it off to Pluhar. Pluhar on the left side, and forced out of bounds. Maybe
Pluhar
a
with carry.
yard on the play. Looks like 4
Brought down by a whole bunch of guys.
and about 10. Getting back to the line of scrimmage, I guess, was Pluhar. Kick is Rulon Osmond.
Audette standing on his own 20-yard line.
And the kick is high in the air. Takes a bounce and rolls out of bounds.
Rolls out at the 22-yard line of the Spartans.
Spartans will scrimmage from about the 27-yard line.
27 make it.
They'll walk it off. 10 yards. And now Osmond. Back to punt again for the Mustangs. Stands on about the 2-yard line. And the snap is low and almost getting a hand on it. Taking it at the 40-yard line, Audette, and gets across to midfield. Flags fly.
That with the return
And
flags
looks like
on the play.
might be an illegal block by one of the
I
Mustangs.
think it is.
Never seen that before. One
Yeah,
guy threw the
Erickson.
flag and the other guy caught.
So we'll wait and see.
Blocking from, what was that, clipping? Just about the same position where they would have had it last time. Wouldn't have re-kicked it.
Ross and
Spartans will scrimmage from the 34-yard line. God, you gotta quit that.
I'm sorry.
And the center.
Van Horse and Shabbat in the backfield.
Oh, what is the
And flags
problem
fly
now?
again.
Like Chinese laundry out there.
And we'll wait to see what they rule. And it looks like the equipment
Equipment violation on the Spartans.
was lost on the field.
Wonder if they can make
So
a safety by going
they'll
back.
march them back 5 more yards.
That's not a head after this was a chin strap or a mouth guard on or something.
So the Spartans face first. And
Center.
Sydney,
that's over center.
married to Dave Selvig's sister.
We'll hand off to Shabbat. Shabbat spins and then wrapped up in the backfield
Shabbat with the carry.
with about a 2-yard loss.
Fitch and Pluhar on the stop.
Looked like Shabbat was going to spin out of
One
it.
of Dave Selvig's
But the
sister.
Mustang defense closed in a hurry. So we'll call Ross will lead him out of the huddle. Hands in tight. And the fake handoff to Hadenhorst. That is wrapped up with about a 1-yard loss in the
Yeah, with the
backfield.
keeper.
Nice read there by Zach Clayton. Stayed in his position and read it.
Clayton with the
and
stop.
Went behind and took down Audette.
Now the Spartans face 3rd and 18.
We have to punt.
Left is Shabbat. Wide right
Chabot run a streak pattern.
is Erickson. And back to pass. Audette fires one out to Henry and through the hands. Just
Pass
barely
intended
missed
for
it was Chauncey
Hendren.
So
Incomplete.
the Spartans.
Bring up 4th down.
That'll bring up 4th. And call it 18. Back to punt is Audette. Receiving for the Mustangs is Rivers. And the snap to Audette. And the kick
A low liner.
will roll out of bounds to about the 20-yard line.
Mustangs will scrimmage from their own 20-yard line.
He'll switch to their offensive unit. Mustangs, nothing. You're listening to...
Okay, I gotta go, okay? You go, Fancy?
No.
I'll sit in my pickup. Listen to it on the radio.
You wanna go listen in the pickup? You won't. You wanna play football with the guys?
And we're back. Jordan coming out of the timeout.
Pluhar with the carry.
Smotherman leads him
Brought
out.
down by
The second man through, that's Pluhar. And he tries to struggle for a couple of yards, give him one on the play.
Shabbat.
So second and about 9 for the Mustangs. Score on the Sagebrush NCI scoreboard, 30-0 center. Barks out the call. And drops back to pass in the
Oh, bad
slot.
luck.
And nice tackle in the backfield
Motherman
by
sacked.
Tyrell Wilson.
By
Busted
Tyrell
through
Wilson.
the line and gets the quarterback sacked for a loss of about 10 yards.
With help from Kyle Nelson.
Well, the Mustangs will face 3rd and 20. Scoreboard is the Mustangs trying to break the huddle. Smotherman over center. Fitch and Pluhar the backs, and they hand off to Fitch. Now to Pluhar as he'll break up the middle for a gain of about
Pluhar
4
with the
yards,
carry.
it looks like. And that'll bring up
Brought down by Hanson.
4th and
And
long,
Wilson.
right?
About 14, 15 yards to go.
4:50 left to go. And back to kick is Osmond.
Audette standing at the 35-yard line. Nice kick.
Jeez.
All the way back to the 31-yard line where Audette takes it, dodges one tackle, and now he's going to get a couple of blocks and cut across the field. Nice blocking there by the Spartans. And
Audette with the return. Brought down by
zigzags his way
Ruin
across the field
Osmond.
and gets to the 30, well, to make it the 22-yard line. 24-yard line.
Good run by Adet, and some great blocking by the as Adet able to get him out of the huddle. Over center, and the hand off to Shabbat up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, spins, and still on his feet is Shabbat.
Good Shabbat with the
Nearly
carry.
getting to the first down marker.
Brought down by Chris
to be
Rivers.
About a yard and a half shy, so we'll call it 2nd and 2 for the Spartans. Is Anderson and Nelson the guards. And snap to Adet, hands off to Shabbat. Spin move, still on his feet.
Shabbat with the
and
carry.
finally brought down
by Pluhar.
Pluhar. Picking up the first down was Shabbat.
Nice power
With
run
help
by
from
Shabbat.
Rivers.
Fought his way for a good extra 2-3 yards.
So call it 1st and goal now. And split out wide right, and the ball is mishandled.
Fumble on the snap. Recovered by Adet.
And Adet just drops on it. So 2nd 11 for the Spartans.
And Selvig splits out to the left, and Shabbat on the right.
And he snapped to Adet. Adet will pitch it to Hadenhorst. Hadenhorst to the right side. Spin move and
Scores with the touchdown. Eric Hadenhorst.
All power there. Hadenhorst busted the first tackle and broke through 2 or 3 more. Spun his way into the end zone for another touchdown, and the Scobey Spartans head on the Sagebrush NCI scoreboard 36-0 at the 2:40 mark here in the 2nd quarter. So we'll go for the 2-point conversion as Audette comes in with the play up over center. And a pitch back to Chauncey Handren, and he's going to be clotheslined right at the goal line. And
Handren with the carry.
Get in there.
Incomplete on the
Handren
conversion.
takes a hard hit. Comes away.
2:43 remaining,
And
2nd quarter. The Spartans 36.
on
The
the
Mustangs.
What are the blue guys?
Oh, thank you.
Chabot.
And back at Plainsman Field, where Shabbat made the kickoff, is taken by Fitch, and he'll bring it up to about the
Fitch with the return.
24-yard line.
Tanner Mandernack on the stop,
Tanner Menernak
along with Maldonado.
into the game for the Spartans.
I just
J.R.
made that up.
Maldonado also in on the as well as number 12 in the backfield. No, that's Hadenhorst.
RJ Matter.
J.R. Maldonado in there.
Smotherman back to pass, having trouble, and he'll scramble to the left-hand side, and finally brought down by
Smotherman brought down by
Haddenhorst.
Haddenhorst.
And then a couple more Spartans dove on him. So 2nd and 9 now for the Mustangs. 2:20 left to go in the first half.
There's for the Spartans: Erickson, Haddenhorst, Shabbat, and Adet. Not Shabbat, that's Tannerman.
Smotherman will give the hand off to Pluhart, and he'll hand it off to Fitch and gain about a yard on the play. No, he won't. He'll give it back
Nelson and Hanson on the stop.
to the line of scrimmage. So call it 3rd.
No.
Hands in tight for the Mustangs. And he snapped back to pass. Is Smotherman looking and rifles one out and low and
Thought they blocked it. I was like,
Pass intended for Zach Clayton. Incomplete.
Clayton. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Mustangs. And back to do the punting. It'll be Rulon Osmond. And now they break the huddle. And the snap is low and gets a high kick and bounces at the 40-yard line and gets a Spartan bounce back to about the 34.
Flag in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
Not sure if that's going to be one of the Spartans nearly got a hand on the boot. But I didn't see the kicker go down, so it's not roughing the punter. Talking to Haddenhorst, the captain, and it's
Going to be holding on one of the Mustangs.
Holding the call on the Mustangs.
So instead of at the 34-yard line, the Spartans, and we'll repunt it as Osmond takes the kick and the
do that?
ball lands about the 38 line over the head of Adet, picks it up, and the ball's loose, finally controlled in there by Vandernack, and knocked out of bounds. So the Spartans will start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jeez, why not take the field position?
Vandernack.
If you get a chance to talk to him, tell him you don't get asked.
oh no.
Adet, the keeper.
Back at Plainsman Field, the Spartans drop back to
Brought
pass,
down by Kenny
and
McCurlett.
slipping on the grass was and led by Chance Hammer. The handoff to Shabbat, and he runs up the middle for maybe a gain of 1 yard, if not less.
Fumble on the play.
Fumble and recovered
Mustangs
by
will
Jordan.
scrimmage from.
Back over center. Hands in tight. Fluhar and Fitch to the backs, and the handoff is end around is Clayton, and he'll get back to
Clayton with the carry.
about the original line.
What is it supposed to keep running?
Clock's running with 12 seconds left there.
Right down by Erickson.
Looks like that might be the last play, and they do, and
They
they
got it off in time, and now
the old flip
pass.
flicker
Nope.
and
Oh.
blocked it.
Pass incomplete, and that will end
Play.
the first half.
The score on the
With the
St.
score,
George
Spartans 36, the Jordan Mustangs nothing.
Scobey Spartans 36 and the Jordan Mustangs 0. You're listening to Spartan Football. KCGM and Scobey.
How much time? Anybody know? 20?
Isn't it 15?
15?
3 minutes.
From Jude Shabbat, had a couple of touchdowns.
Rivers is set to kick off for the Mustangs as they line up, and the kick is in the air, and Hadet will take it, he bobbles it at the 15-yard line. Now he gets some running room, cuts through the middle, still on his feet, and Hadet breaks 1-2 tackles and out to the 36-yard line.
Cadet with the run back.
And one more and he would have been gone.
Brought down by Pluhar.
No getting away from that one. Too hard.
And McCurlick.
Got him down by the ankles.
Bring him out. That's over center. Ends in tight. That's with the snap. Gives off to Shabbat. Shabbat up the middle and will gain about 5 yards on the carry.
Jude Shabbat with the carry.
He was brought down by Pluhar
Down by
and Fitch.
McCurlick, Fitch, and Pluhar.
So second, Erickson and Hansen, the ends in tight. Audette over center. The handoff to Shabbat. Spin move in the backfield and marches
Shabbat
out
with the
for
carry.
a gain of maybe 2 yards.
Right down by
Looked like
Pluhar.
Mustangs had him wrapped up. Shabbat's broke loose.
Somebody with a 3 in his number.
So we'll call it 3rd and 3 over the Spartans.
Chauncey Handren entering the game for the Spartans. Taking over that left end position.
And looks like movement
Lag on the play.
on Mustangs. We'll
Encroachment.
wait and see.
Offsides.
Offsides call on the Mustangs.
Oh.
So the
That'll be a
Spartans-
first down.
Get a first down.
That'll move the ball up to about the 30. Audette over center. Hadenhorst and Shabbat in the backfield. And the around to Shabbat. He gets around the right side and finally drug out of bounds out of
Shabbat
about
with
the
a pitch.
27-yard line.
Run out by Osmond
So a gain of about
and
6.
Gibbs.
Or Shabbat. And that will bring up 2nd and 4 for the Spartans.
Once again, defense playing real close to that line of scrimmage. Try and block the running game of the Spartans.
The pitch on the left side to Shabbat, cuts it back to the middle. Shabbat with run room and finally brought down at
Shabbat with the carry.
22-yard
Right down by
line.
Osmond.
And another first down for the Spartans. One part of the chain wanted to move and the other one didn't.
He'll head out wide left and Shabbat wide right.
Audette over center and the pitch back to Hadenhorst. Legs fly.
God, they
Full legs on the play.
for 5 minutes.
Looks like one of the Spartans.
Looks like Hansen was on the line.
Motion to call against the Spartans.
So they'll back it up 5 yards. So 1st and 15 on the 27 yards. We'll bring out the offense. He ends out White, hand off straight up the middle, Hadenhorst, and sheer power as he brings it back to
Hadenhorst with the
about
carry.
the 25-yard line. We'll call it
I have no idea.
second. That's over center, ends in tight. High formation, Hadenhorst and Shabbat. And Audette will run on the wide right and finally knocked out of bounds at about the
Audette with the keeper.
12-yard line.
Run out of bounds by Pluhar and
Audette
Ryan
takes the
Murnion.
pitch to Shabbat. The defense fell for it and picked up about another 6-7. The center, Chris Ross, ends in tight. Hadenhorst and Shabbat in the backfield, and Audette will try and dive for the first down.
Audette with the keeper.
Looks close. And the whole
And we'll measure.
line of the
Gotta make it difficult.
hands in tight. A snap will give the hand off to Shabbat. Shabbat is wrapped up
Jude Shabbat with the carry.
by Pluhar and Fitch. Losing about 2 yards on the
Pluhar
play.
and Kyle Fitch with the stop.
It'll be second. We'll line up out wide left. Erickson wide right. Hadenhorst alone in the backfield. As Audette will quarterback keeper on the left-hand side and walk in there for the touchdown.
Zach Audette with the
Okay, 2
touchdown
more points.
for the Spartans.
Zach Audette
Like, oh, come on,
with
guys.
a 15-yard run. Keeps it himself and runs it in the end zone for touchdown number 5. 42-0 the score on the Sagebrush NCI scoreboard, and Spartans will try this 2-point conversion here shortly.
Touchdown number 6.
Audette.
Audette's back to pass, and he rifles one in the corner and out of bounds.
Conversion pass.
And the
Incomplete.
pass fails. So at the 8:34 mark,
So at 8:34 in the third quarter, the Spartans 42.
Nippon Communications Internet
Mustangs, nothing.
scoreboard. The Scobey Spartans 42. The Jordan Mustangs 0. And back at Plainsman Field, where the kick is in the air and mishandled by Rivers, goes into the end zone. So they'll line him up at the 15-yard line. Good kick by Jude Shabbat. Gurley. We'll bring him out. Smotherman over center.
Probably.
Fitch and Pluhar in the backfield. And Smotherman will give the handoff. First man through, and he is stacked up by a gang of Spartans.
Finally got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Fitch with the carry.
So we'll call it 2nd and 10 around the 15-yard line. In the I formation is back, and
my.
looks like
False start, perhaps.
got a little movement down there on the line as the Mustangs jumped. So we'll send them back 5.
Chris Ross. Shake your head. And
Nelson.
Nelson.
Okay.
Fakes the pitch and gives out first man through, and Fitch is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Kyle Fitch with the carry. Run down by Shabbat.
Shabbat.
Hanson.
Anderson will
And
check
Kyle
into
Nelson.
the game now for Ross. And the safety is Audette. Smotherman over center. Takes the snap, back to pass. Smotherman is having trouble. Now he'll elect to run with it, and
Smotherman.
wrapped up by 3 Spartans. Haddenhorst,
Motherman
Nelson,
on the
and
scramble. Haddenhorst, Nelson,
Hansen.
and Nathan Anderson.
No.
God.
So it'll be a 4th and
Nelson.
12.
It's early. Come on, Chauncey boy.
And Osmond back to kick for Jordan. He high
Ooh.
snap, and Osmond puts the boot to her. And they let it roll.
What is
and
that?
Can't do that, can you? Maybe you can.
The
I don't know.
Mustangs will down it at the 34-yard line.
Got him when the ball's
you-
by him.
Didn't call a fair catch, and Henry got smeared.
Can you, like, not do that or
Yeah, he
something?
did.
That's a flag on something.
I don't know.
Nope, not when the ball's by him.
I didn't hit the ground yet, did it?
And now the late
Oh, thank
flag.
you. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, how late was that?
5 minutes later. Oh, flag.
About a minute late. Game's almost over, and the flags fly.
I didn't think the ball had hit the ground yet, and Chauncey was getting.
Okay, we're videoing this.
Spartans.
Let's see.
Well, how
Okay.
can they miss it in the first
And now they're
one?
going to wave it off.
No flag.
What?
Go flag.
Make up your mind.
Interesting.
Brings out the Spartans.
Haddenhorst and Shabbat in the backfield.
In the handoff to Shabbat, and he is wrapped up. A couple of Spartans coming in for the Spartans will be a new quarterback. That looks like
Matt
Matt
Selvig.
Selvig, 153-pound sophomore. So second, Selvig over center, ends in tight. Selvig takes the snap, pitches it back to Shabbat. Shabbat around
He's
on the
gone.
left side, has some running
He's
room, and
gone.
Shabbat will get on his horse and get in the end zone for a
Shabbat.
long run.
Takes the pitch from
And
Selvig for a
Shabbat
touchdown.
But daylight once he got around the corner. Check the field for flags.
47-yard run. 48-yard run.
There you go. Are you happy now?
Jude
like,
Shabbat,
I'm
from 48
leaving.
yards out, runs it in
call any time.
for the 6th touchdown of the game by the Spartans.
Eat that clock runner.
And they go ahead 48-0, so the clock runs from here on out.
Oh, focus.
Once the score gets past 45, there's no stopping except for official timeouts, injuries,
Penalty enforcement.
penalty. I think that's it.
And death.
Earthquake.
Selvig takes the snap and will run around on the right side. Gets in there, flags fly.
Face mask.
Matt Selvig on the sneak, but flags on the play.
Pretty sure I saw Selvig's head get jerked back a little bit, so
Face mask, maybe.
And they'll talk to Adam Horst.
Clock should be running.
He stopped it. He waved
Ready?
his hands.
We just said penalty enforcement.
And face mask is the call. Penalty is declined, and the 2-point conversion is good. So,
Face mask penalty declined.
and back to Plainsman Field, where Seth Nelson puts the boot to her and fielded by Rivers. Rivers up to the 20-yard line and gets around on the right side, has some running room, and finally brought down out of bounds
That'll stop.
by
Chris Rivers.
a couple of Spartans. Now before
With the return.
Rivers gets up to
Down by
about the
Seth Nelson and
26
Corey
yard
Graff.
line.
You want to keep running?
And correct the huddle as Smotherman over center. Takes the snap, pitches it to Fitch as he's on the left-hand side and brought down in the backfield by Handren, Hansen, Hadenhorst, and
Pitch brought
Selnick.
down by Hansen, Hadenhorst, and
A
Selby.
loss of about 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 15 from the 22-yard line.
Chance Hammer.
And the Mustangs break the huddle. Smotherman over center in the I formation. And the handoff to Kluhar. He gets up to
Kluhar
about
with the carry. Brought down by
29-yard line.
Hendren and Selvig.
Corey Graff will check in for Matt Selvig.
Smotherman over center. Kluhar, Fitch in the backfield. His motion in the backfield. They throw the pass over to
lateral.
Kluhar. Kluhar has some running room and
Corey Graff kind of dives over the top of
Floor
Kluhar.
with the reception.
with about a
Graham
3-yard
and Hansen on the stop.
gain, call it 4th. And Smotherman over center. Out wide left is Osmond. And hand off to the right side.
Quarterback sneak.
Is that what it was? I was looking down.
I think
Monoman with the keeper.
It was a keeper.
Forward first down.
First down. Gets it by a yard or
Jordan breaks the huddle. Smotherman with Fitch and Kluhar in the backfield. Takes the snap and he gives off to Rivers. Rivers around on the left-hand side. Has running room, tripped up at about
Rivers with the carry.
32, 3-yard line.
Tripped up by Hansen.
28-yard line.
We'll eventually get it right.
Smotherman over center as they're on the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Smotherman with the handoff, Kluhar, little flea flicker back to Fitch, and they lob it out to Clayton, and he makes the catch. No, he doesn't. They say he dropped the ball at the
Pass
2-yard line.
incomplete.
As it looked like Clayton
Intended
had
for
a
Zach
couple
Clayton.
steps on one of the backs of the Spartans. Just couldn't haul her in. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Hope to get as far as the Grizz did.
Well, you can hope in one hand and do something in the other and see what comes true first. As the pitch around to Pluhar on the right-hand side, and he gets up to
Pluhar
about
with the carry.
55-yard line.
Taken down by Erickson along with
Down
Hadenhorst.
by Seth Erickson,
and
Hadenhorst, and
Justin
Selvig.
Hansen.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 for
Heck is
the
51.
Mustangs.
Anderson.